Alrighty, guys, we are back. Thank you for hanging out with us today. So, today we have the absolute pleasure of introducing a phenomenal individual who not only dominates the powerlifting platform, but is also an amazing friend. Martini Monster is an extraordinary individual who doesn't just conquer the gym, but also the challenges that come with it, both in the weight room and on the virtual stage. She's a true powerhouse in every sense. She's an expert in facing down trolls with grace and humor. In a world where strength goes beyond physical limits, Martini Monster stands tall. Not just against the weights, but against negativity and internet noise. Her stream is not just a showcase of raw power, but a testament to the resilience and strength required to navigate the sometimes tricky waters of online platforms. So, if you're ready to witness incredible lifts, share a laugh or two, and see how one remarkable individual handles trolls with unparalleled finesse, join me in giving a virtual standing ovation to the incredible Martini Monsters.
Can I clip that from my channel intro? Like, I don't have a preview video. I need that.
Yeah, Joe's been getting a lot of requests that these write-ups he's done.
Yeah,
guys, it took me a long time.
I need to save that forever. That is definitely new, like, bio material. I don't even yell anymore, but that's finesse. I have finessed my trolling back of the trolls. That it's not just, slapstick yelling. Now there's more to it, Try to have a conversation before you ultimately yell at them. Is there even anything to add? I would say I'm not that much of a powerlifter. I haven't even squat in 6 months, but I do still lift in all of the ways that make sense to me in my life right now. About 5 times a week.
Nice.
I am one of the first people that ever lifted on Twitch. I still stand by that. Tom and I will argue this one because we both started streaming lifting before you were allowed to stream anything but games. So then I streamed on YouTube for a minute before I would get banned for TOS. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to add to that. Well, I give a lot of life advice. I'm very opinionated, and I'm older than some people, and so I have advice to give. So, my streams are like conversations about anything and everything.
Yeah, and I will say this too, guys. When we first started streaming on Twitch, I definitely didn't start when Martini and Tom did, maybe a year or two afterwards. Martini was actually the first stream ever to raid the Average Joes. You know that? You were the first one ever?
I didn't realize that. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And it was like 100+ viewer raid when we had like 5 people. So we were not prepared.
To be honest, when are any of us ever prepared?
For anything.
Like, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, bring a bunch of people that don't know me into this room right now, and we're going to see how it goes.
No. Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, she was the first person to raid us, and we actually had the pleasure of meeting you for the first time. Was it 2018 TwitchCon? 2019?
I think it was 2019.
Got to be 2019, I think.
Yeah. And you were nothing but nice to us, which again, you didn't have to be nice to us. So I really appreciate that. And you're also just a cool person to hang out with. So I just want to throw that out there. We're big fans of Martini Monster. Please, guys, go shoot her a follow on her channel and follow all of her socials and all that fun stuff.
Minnie, you have problems. That's why I'm not so nice to you.
There you go.
Just trying to fix your problems.
Yeah.
And she has the strongest chat, according to Hot Rods and T-Rexes.
Yes.
What is that name? I love it.
Exactly what you heard.
Okay, cool. So that's a great segue. Let's go into our first lifter with Martini Monsters. Bet number 40. We got it.
We do.
You got it? Yes.
Anderson.
Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
I told you, Anderson doesn't have any bio. They like pasta, though. So here we go. Anderson
likes pasta.
Who likes pasta.
And
body weight gonna be 161. We're gonna see a 331 squat, a 198 bench press, and a 441 deadlift.
Okay. And would you say this is a bear costume? What is this? Or
yeah,
a squirrel?
Absolutely. No, that's a bear.
You sure?
That's 100%. That's a bear. Joseph.
Wow.
That's
okay.
a bear.
No. Okay. Well, we'll let Chad decide. Guys say it's a squirrel.
It's not. Where would the tail be, Joe?
It's
Look at
tucked
this.
in.
Look at its face. Look at its face. A little bear face over here.
Ooh, good unrack.
Higher bar position.
Oh,
Woo, the depth though. Clean throughout.
Well, that looked easy.
Clappy claps. Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We lost the bear. Oh, we see the hairdo. It's
The
like,
man
listen, I
behind the
need to
bear.
wear. Yes, the within. I got that. You might have that dog in you, but I got this bear on me. Never mind.
Wait, what?
No. Bear was our first guest. He looks very different. Joe would be able to tell what the costume was if this guy was also wearing a flannel on top of it, but
Oh yeah, I need the flannel, the beard, and then the average Joe sweater in the background. I'm missing a lot of parts here.
super solid. Was this as a garage gym too? Right. This
Yeah,
isn't
this
a
is a garage
commercial
gym.
gym. Jeez,
Garage.
that's a nice setup. Look at that thing. He's got a low pulley system here. He's got the little nubbin that you can have your leg elevated to do like pistols or Bulgarian split squats.
Wait, what? This
that
thing
little,
here?
that nubbin, yeah, you kick your foot back on that instead of putting it on like a bench to do Bulgarians.
Oh. Wait,
It's
this
way
is
nicer.
kind of sick. Yeah.
Got the band hook. I think it's bare steel, but it's definitely like well kept.
And it's probably polished too. Let's take a look at his bench here.
Okay, as somebody who has bench press while wearing these kind of velvety PJ type things, this is so much harder than it looks because we were talking about what Rocket was saying with his with not sliding around on the bench. This is like a built-in slider. Like that material is so slick when combined even with a solid bench. So this is even more impressive that he's not just squeegeeing himself off the back end of it.
Yeah, and a lot of things that people don't talk about. This zipper portion here on the front, it gets cinched up on your neck when you're trying to like load your shoulders and tuck them, like try to get that leg drive in. So you end up like choking yourself trying to bench. So you got two things. You got the weight and then lack of oxygen.
Yeah, but that encourages you to push harder so you don't pass out because you're on a time crunch.
Or giving into that sweet release. There's two ways this can divert.
Oh goodness, Joe.
Yeah, I lifted in a onesie. It was a gorilla onesie, and I titled it as Joe Rilla, and it was a big hit. Don't want to brag. It was actually a big hit on stream.
Why don't you wear it more often? Doesn't have to be Halloween.
Looks like a rep clear grind, so bare steel and then a clear gloss coat on top. Is that Mr. Campbell? Hi, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Oh, he's got a bar velocity meter here. You see that little thing next to it? It has a little magnet that's touching the end of it. That's going to be measuring bar speed.
This is his garage gym. Oh my goodness.
This is a really nice setup. Except he does have a deadlift jack there, so we'll just ignore that.
Deadlift jacks are fine, Ben.
No.
Not you too, Martini.
Looked like
Yeah.
we struggled a little bit through there. Looked like he was losing some of his position. What was this weight for him? This was 441, and he's 161 pounds. So it's a pretty chongy weight. This is well over 2 times body weight for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he even shakes his head at the bottom. He's like, lost position.
He might have cheated a little bit,
maybe a little bit
right
there, a little ramping, but. Could be a ramp. I don't think it was a hitch at least, but that's a big weight, and you can see the kind of shaking on the way up. His central nervous system's getting pretty taxed for that. Some ratcheting. What are you doing, Joe?
Why is this on here?
I don't know.
It's okay. Chat can't see. This is just for us. Okay.
Oh my god. Now, so all they have is my frightened reaction as to what's on your other monitor. Look away, friends. Just look away. Goodness gracious.
Martini, have you ever lifted in a onesie before?
No. and I am realizing I don't think I want to.
No, it's terrible. You asked me earlier why I don't lift in the Joe Rilla onesie anymore. So it's 1,000 degrees in this garage all the time. It doesn't make sense. It could be, 90 degrees outside. It's 1,000 in here. It could be 20 degrees outside. It's 1,000 in here. It doesn't make sense on like a scientific level. So after I did the Joe Rilla lift, not only was the onesie disgusting because it was covered in sweat.
Oh yeah.
I was physically ill because I essentially did a weight cut unknowingly. I lost like 10 pounds of water weight during that lift.
Oh, Joe.
It's all for the content, guys.
Yeah, I'm concerned but never surprised. We'll say that.
And we'll do drunk yoga with it one day.
Yeah, I remember the drunk yoga streams. Those were.
I clearly missed the drunk yoga too. I've never seen one of those. Is there a saved highlight of that?
I don't know, but I remember seeing him try something and he kind of fell over. It was Joe is one of the most jovial drunks that I would ever imagine.
Yes, he is. I can attest to that.
Yes, very personable. Where
I was
am I
trying to do a
going with?
headstand.
Give me a number while you look for the thing, Joe. What?
46. Oh, I'm ready, Ben. I've been ready.
I know you're ready. I'm trying to get ready too. It's like you knowing.
Do the inflatable costumes have built-in fans because they have to like stay blowed up?
It does. Yes, it does, but it's not cooling you at all. It's like the same material. Like all of the heat stays in because you have to seal that. So the fan is just pulling air in, but you can't let the air escape, and so it's just circulating your own body heat through it. As somebody who is lifted
Getting
while
warmer
being,
and warmer.
yeah, my old sumo suit can attest to that.
You gotta bring that back, man.
The fan, the motor broke. I tried. The batteries corroded and stuff. I tried to do it for our last thing. Joe is once again selected as entrant that has no.
Is there no bio?
That has no bio, Joe. You're skipping. You're literally like, what about this one? There's like all of this text. And then here, I'm gonna show you guys what is happening here. Okay. I'm gonna this might mess up the thing very briefly, but
how dare you show my stuff, Ben?
I'm showing this. It's like all this, and Joe's like, okay, this one. Okay, this one. Okay, yeah, this one or this one. Those are the two that we're doing now. Thanks, Joe.
It's just I want you to make up interesting bios, okay? That's what it is.
Well, let's watch the video here, and I'll see what I can come up with. This is to encourage people to write something about themselves, or you're going to be stuck with my imagined commentary. Okay, retiring metal band addict. He's recovering from his years of mosh pitting. You can tell by the beard. Also a competitive eater sometimes. You guys ever seen Beard Meets Food? Never mind.
By the way, I love that channel.
It's really good stuff. His favorite cheat food is pizza. The correct answer. You're welcome. And his name's Nolan from Pennsylvania.
All right, Nolan. Let's take a look at your
metal
squad.
music enthusiast. Putting the fan in the wrong place. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
solid lift.
Whoa!
Sheesh. Whoa! We have editing. Did you see the zoom cut? Okay.
Whoa!
I don't
What
have
the
much to do. We zoomed out.
In jeans.
A baseball player.
What the heck is happening? It's cutting too fast.
An old-timey baller, some would call it.
Oh.
Okay, I'm trying to look for things to talk about, but this is so cleanly edited.
He got rid of all the mistakes.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's just yep, he lifted. Let me see, maybe I can highlight what the lifties are. So we've got 205 body weight. So that is it's a 93 kilo athlete with 545 squat, 341 press, and a 635 pull.
What?
So these are some pretty darn solid lifts, especially for the body weight. Good positioning, low bar technique with the false grip. Bench press, glutes are staying down. Soft touch, good control throughout. Double overhand hook grip here with the sumo, really solid technique throughout.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
And kind of a similar cage to our last guy as well. This might be a trend here.
He's got the mono hooks there too. Those mono, so when you lift off, the hooks kind of pull away from you, and that is that is definitely a deadlift bar. You can tell by the way that it's flexing. Solid.
Yeah, I mean,
probably a Halloween lifting event. Yeah, this all around good stuff. I wish you would have given us a bio, but I hope you enjoy your pizza.
Is that poster behind him Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut? I think it's an Atlas. I think it's holding a skull. It's Atlas holding a skull.
Mm-hmm. Which, wow, good eyes, Ben. That was immediate.
Strength through something. Suffering. Strength through suffering. There you go.
Oh,
that's
nice.
Fun.
Yeah. Atlas is known for
those plates are the Vulcan plates. That's interesting. I don't see that brand very often.
How come you don't see that brand often?
I don't know. I just don't see it often. Probably because other brands are more represented in the space, I guess.
Okay, that's fair.
Hey, Joe, how often do you see unicorns? I don't know. I just don't see them very often.
Just a mythical creature, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you had like an interesting thing.
Oh, wait. Okay, he has a thing here. Let me read this. I can't complain at all 3 weeks after an official meet. So he just got done competing. He says not to comp standards. Not sure what he's talking about there. Strengths there, just some technical issues, fixing our next meet, whichever one we'll choose for spring or summer. So, I mean, some solid lifts there. I didn't see anything that I flagged as like, oh, this is outright illegal. I guess if you were gonna nitpick, we could look at squat depth or if his glutes moved a little bit on bench, but I didn't see anything that stood out to me as like it
wasn't a long pause on bench, so maybe he was being picky about that.
Yeah, and it's probably better if you're competing to make sure that you're holding the highest standard possible. Luckily for this particular competition, it's just about picking up heavy things and having fun doing it. So,
yeah, no, this is all about just getting out there, trying to break some PRs, and hopefully winning some cool things, huh?
I keep forgetting that people win stuff for this. That's kind of neat. I didn't know that people were getting stuff. Good job, you all who were winning things. Well done.
You know
Where am I going, Joe?
I've been doing this for a while now. Haven't won anything. I feel like at some point I should win something.
You won our friendship, Joseph. You're welcome.
I thought I already had that.
You have to continuously earn it. It's
no.
It's like a yearly recertification. Sorry, bud. You'll get used to it.
There's validity in that. You should always re-earn your friends.
Yeah.
Don't just, get lazy and become a crappy friend because you're like, oh, we're friends. You can't get rid of me now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't take us for granted, Joe. Friends tell friends what the next number is before it's time to do the intro. Joe.
Man, I got pull-up videos. Number 47.
Thank you. Okay, I'm finding them. Coach Carp?
Coach Carp.
Okay. I thought it was another one without a thing. Masters girl dad just trying to get better and have some fun lifting in the garage. Loves burrito, and this is Eric.
All right, Eric. Coach Carp.
Coach Carp.
Bring this. Oh, you know what? I bet there's some cool sound. Here, really quick, let's just listen to a tiny bit. Maybe we won't get.
And the VOD's nuked. Good job, Joe. Just kidding.
Okay, we can't. No, it's immediately can't. Yes!
We got some Hulkamania going on here, brother.
480? Woo!
WrestleMania. This is very color-coded. He has the cup holder. He has the squat cup holder.
That's a thing?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, just talk to Minnie. He'll tell you all about it.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, a grinder on the way up.
345.
No quitting this, man.
Oh, that was easy. Yeah, that was actually really easy.
Just looks at his hand like, you sneaky hand. There we go.
I want to watch it one more time.
But it's also Halloween.
Let's get it, brother.
I just want to imagine some family that's just driving along and they see this giant red and yellow Hulkamania monster like traipsing around waving a flag.
Yeah, so Martini,
Man.
this is the drink spotter is what it's called.
Oh my
And
god.
I believe you can get this at massonomics.com, right, Minnie? Minnie's in chat. He'll confirm it for us.
Yeah, he'll be the arbiter of reality here.
Dude, I really like these clips.
Safety is never an accident.
Oh,
Oh, those are clean. Yeah.
interesting.
We actually have a lot of garage. I mean, oddly enough, we have a lot of garage and home gym aficionados there. Look at that barbell wall, by the way. Goodness gracious.
A lot of garage gyms in the garage gym competition.
You can no. I mean like the special, because back in my day, when a garage gym was, you had a rusty bar, and a mat to not break the floor. But there's just so much more that's a lot of the equipment production and companies have made stuff that's more specialized for home use instead of commercial use, and things like specialty bars, specialty clamps, and things that are more accessible now. So even one of the things, I guess, the segue of this and takeaway is if you're kitting out your home gym and you have like particular needs, you can be more specific to what your training is going to be and what your own restrictions or challenges are, and kind of facilitate that. So
Yeah.
something to keep in mind.
And you can get those collars too at massonomics.com. Those are the
I think
cool
he's
collars
talking
that we
that. I think he's talking about the cup holder. I think that's what Minnie is answering.
saw. No, right here on the screen. It says collars that pop.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh.
All right. I'm sorry. You know, I got 5 screens open right now, Joe. I'm trying my best. Okay.
I'm going to start yelling out numbers. Ben!
Yeah,
42!
it would help. It would help if you yelled out the number before we got there, Joe. Okay, wore a costume. Here we go. Permabulk is the username. Jacob.
Yes?
What is a sky? Is a Skyline Chill? Is that a drink?
I don't know what that is.
And 3-way and 2 cheese conies. Is this person from the East Coast? Oh, Indiana. All right, I got you, brother. Me too. Keys to success. Number 1, consistency. Number 2, a tiger onesie. Motivation, the daughter, of course, another proud papa. Lifting background, on and off until last October, consistent since then. Lost 40, I'm going to round up the 0.1 pounds and call it 43 pounds lost since last fall's competition, while hitting lifetime PRs earlier this year of a 495, 405, and 600 SBD. So homie knocked out some solid lifting. That is a 4-plate bench. Today we're gonna see their new body weight, 244. We're gonna see a 435-pound squat, a 375-pound bench, and a 545-pound deadlift. Again, after losing 40 pounds plus. That's nutty.
Ben, to answer your question, Skyline Chili is a Cincinnati-style chili.
Well, would you look at that?
Yeah. I like that Minnie just has that knowledge also. All right, so here's his squat in this is Tigger, not a tiger, right? Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a tiger anyway. I'm not gonna.
It is both.
So we're
are
both right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm careful on stream with. That's a tiger. Okay. 435 squat.
What a
solid
perfect
walkout.
loop.
This is a tall individual. We're almost at the top of that rack, by the way. Look at the. Okay, so I can say right now, losing 43 pounds severely changes your leverages.
Oh, 100%.
Like, this is absolutely bazonkers, the amount of, like, you can see kind of the challenge introduced to your core when there's less of a person there. You have a lot more stabilizing that needs doing, and so he's really doing a great job, like, adjusting to that. And again, these like kind of smooth, silky onesies are really, really hard to keep a bar on your back or to keep your back on the bench. So very impressive to keep that going. Also, needs to sweep the floor. Not sure what's going on here.
I was just going to say I appreciate that the floor's about as bad as mine. I currently have leaves on my platform. I don't know where the leaves came from. There's no trees near my house. There's just leaves.
Oh yeah, it's so funny that that's what you notice immediately is the leaves on the floor.
I think those are clods. Oh, those are leaves. I was gonna say, is that like clods of dirt or something?
They just, I think they're attracted to the squat rack. I have the same problem.
Yeah.
Huh.
So you can tell it's a garage gym and not a basement gym. Oh, he's on the hood. Look at his back start squiggling right away. This is tough to do.
He's squiggling.
375 press though, basically
Wait, that was actually pretty
completely
good.
flat back. That's really, yeah. I told you he had a 405 bench.
Whoa.
That's big. That's big, Joseph. That's big.
So, what's your guys' take on the belt? When you're wearing a belt on the bench, what's your guys' take on it? I've heard some different things.
Well,
I'd
I've
love to
always
hear your
wanted to
opinion.
try it more consistently. I've tried a little. I can't. You know, it's really
Are you hearing her? I
Wait.
didn't hear what she
Wait.
said. She sounded like she went underwater there for a
Yeah, you
second.
went underwater on that one.
Okay. Well then, Ben, you go first.
No, I wanted to hear it. No, the reason I'm saying is because I wanted to actually hear what you had to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've tried it a little bit, but I always forget to try it consistently, so I don't have a super strong opinion. I feel pretty neutral. I haven't noticed an obvious difference, but I could see it being the kind of thing where it's like sort of a comfort, like it just helps make you feel everything better. And so then maybe it helps make you perform better. Yeah.
So my understanding of when it first became popular was a belt is what you would use in equipped lifting to lock in the shirt. So you pull the front of a bench shirt down and then you use the belt to set the shirt. And so I had always kind of operated under the assumption that it was a holdover from equipped lifting. And when unequipped lifting started getting more popular, that people just who were used to training with the belt and seeing people train with the belt would just wear them. I see a lot of people who are like walking around the gym with a belt, like, you know, the kind of the bodybuilder belt, the one with the cushion in the back and like the double prong because it's worthless and they're just wearing it for everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen more people use it, and kind of what Cass is saying, the feeling of like comfort and consistency. If you kind of pull yourself into that arch, it can make you feel less exposed spinally. I used to bench in one. I stopped using it, didn't notice there being any meaningful like drop off, and it was just easier to not have a bench, like not have a belt on, because I was able to breathe. But the way that we use a belt for powerlifting is usually pretty counter to what we're trying to do while we're benching. You're not really worrying so much about circumferential expansion and pushing into a belt on a bench because your spine's already going into an extended state instead of being neutral. That being said, if something feels better to lift in and you're happier with it and it's within the rules of what other federation you're using, I don't personally see an issue with somebody. You know, you should enjoy what you're doing. Find the way that is we're already exposing ourselves to a lot of discomfort. If you find something that allows you to have more comfort and train effectively, go off, kings and queens. I'm not going to gatekeep anybody about wearing a belt. It's
Yeah.
optional
What have you
always.
been saying? Slay queen.
Slay queens and kings.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at our boy's deadlift. I believe this is his last video here.
This is so he's got a 600-pound pull on record, and then a 545 here.
Whoa.
Very controlled drop too.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to disrupt the leaves.
Because I've collected all these leaves.
That's another lift where you can tell how tall he is.
Look, he's
How
about to
far
jump.
he has to pull that bar.
That rack is 75 feet tall, and he's filling up the whole thing.
Whoa.
Maybe the leaves are a tactical decision to try and save the floor. You know, like in the fall comes, you make that leaf pile, you'll jump into it. He's like, if I put this underneath the weights, then I'm not gonna beat up the I'm guessing a shed. This looks like it's.
Oh yeah, you could be right.
I hope it's a shed and not like a room in his house. You know, like.
I'd be concerned with the leaves are more concerning with the room in the house.
Exactly.
You take the leaf blower and you blow the leaves into the home at this point. He's got those power blocks over there. He's just mulching it for some. Yeah, this is just. He brings in grapes in the summer months.
He makes wine.
To go in there. He's. Yeah.
Oh.
Dirty with the leaves? No, I'm loving it. I don't have anything to like pick apart. So okay. Forewarning: if you submit lifts and we're the ones who are going to be commentating over it. If your lifts are too clean and we don't have much to say, the surroundings, your outfit, and if you got a dirty floor, be warned.
We're attacking those leaves.
You better make it look really, really good or really, really bad, or else we're gonna have to make everything about how weird the surroundings are.
So here's a little chart of his weight loss. Looks like he did 9.2 pounds just for the month of October, and that's
pretty
really,
intense.
really
Yeah.
good.
43 pounds overall, he said.
43 pounds overall.
43 pounds since background on and off until last October, consistent since then. So he's been lifting consistently for a little over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
And last fall, the competition he was 43 pounds heavier.
Wow.
So we're
and
talking
9 pounds in the last month. To do that much right before you're going to go test, that's pretty impressive. That's how you usually have bad PRs or a bad meet.
And he had a 13:55 total. Very impressive total. And you know what I like about this picture? Sometimes for people here in chat who struggle with weight loss, where they'll weigh themselves every day, and they're like, oh, I'm a pound heavier now. It's like, oh, I lost 2 pounds. Oh, I'm back to 2.5 pounds over. This is a nice little chart of what weight loss looks like. There's a lot of ups and downs. You know, big down here, then big up again, and then back down. It's just a very, very normal weight loss graph. So good on him for posting this. Cool. So I want to find more lifters, Ben, that have costumes. I like looking at the costumes because it gives us something to talk about.
Well, there is a thing that says wore a costume. That is definitely one of the criteria in the spreadsheet.
Oh, no, that's what I'm basing it off of.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, Joe. You just have to tell me where it is, and I will go there.
We'll play a little hide and seek game. I'll just pick someone, and you just gotta guess the bio out of the hundreds that we have here.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing, Joe. That's been it.
Number 48, Ben.
Okay. We got ourselves Josh Max here, named Josh in real life from Utah. Favorite cheap food, Skittles.
Interesting choice.
Yeah. Pediatrician. That makes more sense. You know, Skittles, like little medications. Dad and GGC regular. Had a blast lifting in his Viking costume this year. Being from Utah, I love the mountains, love to hike and ski. Previous member of the 999 Club, but dealt with a back injury. I'm guessing it's like the 1,000 pound club or whatever for a total.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. That's the shirt that Garage Gym Competition made.
Gosh. Dealt with a back injury during the summer and then COVID right before the fall GGC. No PRs this comp, but he's proud of the journey, his resilience, and his consistency for showing up.
Nice.
185-pound body weight, and we're going to see a squat of 335, a bench of 250, and a deadlift of 385. Another pretty well-rounded total here.
And he's very fast. Look at this. He's a blur on camera.
Oh, yeah, I was like, what? Okay, Joe. We're just making up the bio stuff again. He loves Skittles because they make me go fast.
Yeah. Ooh, 335 squat.
Woo!
With the sword on his back. Oh, dude.
That seems like that would be annoying, but also make you keep good back position.
You're also stuck. You have the scabbard is like kind of holding it in place.
Whoa!
Good hip hinge on that.
Oh, and he's got it written down there. That's cool.
He's got a little whiteboard thingy. You see, he's got his squat listed up there on the rack, and then in person.
So,
bro, that bar is like in between. Oh
yeah,
man,
it's in between the sword and him.
Imagine if you had to bail. Oh, if you had to bail and you move your hands, and that sword is gonna get like pulled through your grundle. Goodness gracious.
But you know the crazy thing is someone set this up for him because he couldn't get the bar back there, right?
Yeah, you could. You just kind of like duck down, and then you like pop up.
You come up between it. I see.
You pre-squat, and then you sit. The setup required though is infinitely more work, and we stand. Joe,
What was that?
are you okay?
You guys hear that?
Oh, that was the loudest thing I've ever heard.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's like you just shoved us into a sink and then started filling up a shaker bottle.
Sorry, I'm making. I was making some pre-workout right now. Your boy's finished.
Oh, we could tell. Yeah, either that or you were filling up your gamer bottle too, man. Come on.
Meanwhile, I'm drinking tea.
Yeah. Oh, you got like a little fancy teapot too.
Yeah. Well, it's cast iron. It keeps it warm.
What kind of tea are you drinking?
It's Pu'er.
Bless you.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say something. Pu'er. It sounds silly, but Google it. It's black tea. It's fermented black tea.
I will believe you.
Where?
Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Pooh Bear tea. All right.
Got some Pooh Bear tea, some Piglet coffee. Those were solid lifts and hard to do whilst wearing a sword. Very impressive.
Yeah,
I'm
really
assuming you
like
took
his
the sword
competition.
off for the bench press. That I have to believe that was the case.
That's too bad. That would have been really impressive.
So, Ben, next person that we're going to look at is number 50, Mr. Ryan Lifts.
The first thing I see is greasy bacon cheeseburger. I'm going.
What?
I'm highlighting the line, but I was at the end, and his favorite cheat food is a greasy bacon cheeseburger. All right, we have Ryan. His name's Kyle. Sorry, I find that funny. From Jersey, and his name is Kyle. He's 30, social studies teacher, and high school basketball/soccer coach from North Arlington, New Jersey. Got into lifting as a way to lose weight after being unhappy with his personal health, how he looked, and his lifestyle. Key to his motivation and the use of fitness for mental health purposes. Open about past struggles with depression and anxiety, and uses the gym as his go-to for self-care exercise. Wholesome. 265-pound body weight. We're looking at a four plate squat, a 405, a 305 bench, and a 490 deadlift coming up.
Okay. I think that he may have put the wrong season for the Garage Gym competition. This is his most recent video, and it says spring. We're in the fall Garage Gym competition.
Dinosaurs can't be bothered with the seasons, sir. Okay.
Maybe he does a before and after, like a comparison video.
Could be.
Could be. But it's also, he's in costume.
Oh, true.
Also in costume, but also this is significantly not the same weight. This is a plate less than we're looking to see that's listed on here. So let's roll the tapes, Joe. We'll see what happens. Yeah, this is a warm up, and we got rid of this. We got rid of the spring.
Okay, cool.
So
Oh, maybe that was just what the number was.
it was
last
to
time.
show the passage of time.
Ooh.
Wearing the tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Again, the compressible sole makes it a little bit tougher. Yeah, this is probably the before. Like it's him showing like this was what I could do back in the day. A plate lower from season to season.
That's a pretty big increase then.
Sure,
90
it's a whole
pounds,
plate.
Yeah.
Plate
And
per
in
side right
terrible
there.
shoes with
Yeah.
no stability. You can see if he had more stability, he'd probably be able to do even more.
Oh, 100%.
Solid bracing though. Good improvement.
And
Out
again,
here
with
telling
these
us all about
onesies,
social studies.
The it's gonna slide down, and the bar is gonna beat up on his rear delts here. Like, this is probably super uncomfortable.
Yeah, as somebody who recently did some working sets of squat in my skeleton outfit, it was can relate. Not the most fun. I mean, it's fun, but it's not safe or advisable.
All right, moving on to his bench here. We got him back in the onesie. Oh, a new PR, 305.
Whoa!
Oh!
There we go.
Nice. Dude, the 290 flew. It's so funny how 15 pounds makes that big of a difference.
I mean, go ahead and load up 15 pounds above your last best, Joe, and see how that moves for you.
No, I find it funny.
Yeah.
Because you're like, 15 pounds is not a lot. Or even like the 2.5s. It always gets me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why I use microplates.
Who turned on the gravity?
All right, cool. That was just a good lift, good little grind. Didn't really lose too much position. And he's doing this, again, all in a onesie. Probably in the hottest gym imaginable.
And then we've got the last lift coming up, the deadlift of a 490. So we're around 222-ish kilos here. Just shy of 500 pounds. Wow.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, yeah, look at the camera. You deserve it.
Okay, for a second I thought that he didn't have his thumbs around the bar at all, like that he was monkey pawing it, but sheesh. These gains aren't extinct.
Same wiggly shoes.
Oh, it is Sully from Monsters Inc.
I was gonna say,
That's
what
what
a
that
dinosaur.
was.
He's not.
He looked like a dinosaur. Oh, like you. Oh, yeah, Joe. Tell me more about the children's cartoons that you are familiar with.
So apparently, there's like these two monsters, Mike and Sully.
I hate this game. I don't want to play it anymore.
So a great deadlift.
Yeah, they go to college together, right? I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah, there's
Wazowski. There we go. Well, if he would have opened with this picture, Joe, I'd have been able to tell.
I gave you the number, Ben. You have to read the bio. It's all in there.
The bio didn't say anything about looking like Sully from... You know what, Joe?
We're not going to fight it for the martini, okay?
You're done. You're done, kid.
Oh, just in front of me. In front of everybody else is fine, but just in front of me.
Exactly, yes. We will be respectful. There is a lady present.
Oh, what a great costume. I like this, though. Do you think he cut off the sleeves, though? Or do you think this is how it came?
Good question.
Sleeves wouldn't have been able to... Sleeves would not have been able to contain all that. Out here beasting.
Wow. Good stuff, Mr. Ryan Lifts, a.k.a. Kevin, right? That was his first name?
Kyle?
Kyle,
I think. I want to double check. I don't want to be wrong about this. I would always feel horrible if I missaid somebody's name. Yeah,
How long
Kyle.
have Joe and Ben been married again? Too long? Not long enough. Till death do they part.
Yep. That's what love sounds like. A lot of yelling.
Oh, man. So, Martini, how have you been liking the competition so far?
Like the garage gym competition in general?
Yeah, just
or
like...
the actual people that we've watched so far?
Let's do both.
In general, I think it's awesome. I personally am not all that into doing meets. I feel like the whole crowd energy is not really my thing. And so I think that this is a really nice way to still kind of have a goal to work towards, like have like a meet to prep for if you want to, without having all the pressure of all the extraneous things. So I think it's really neat that it exists, and I hope it exists for a long time. And then as far as all the competition, I was just going to say, I haven't seen a girl yet, but here we go. Now I'm happy.
We have had some ladies, but yeah.
I know, but I mean for me, I was watching earlier, but
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this might be our last lifter here that we're going to be showing.
For Cass's slot.
For Cass's slot. Oh, no. That was okay. We're just going to say this is Cass's slot. Number 53, Ben.
Number 50. Now you got me worried. Mark?
No. Not Mark. It's I got it. It's
oh, saved
Aaron.
for somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me fix. Aaron
Yes.
from California. Her cheat food preferences are all carbs. She is
Every
a
single
D&D
one.
nerd who likes to lift heavy-ish. 170-pound body weight. We're looking at a 192 squat, a 102 bench, and a 250 deadlift coming up.
You know, the interesting thing about Erin here is that she is followed and follows a very, very, very specific account that is only unique to people that have been to my physical therapy clinic. And I don't want to dox her or anything, but I think I might know this person in real life.
Oh, cool.
Which is
I was
kind of
not
random.
sure where you were going with that. I was like, okay, this person follows. It's a death cult, and they murder people. No, she's got. Look at we've got the donut change plates over here. They have a nice
Yes.
T-shirt over the chalk bucket. You can see to keep the dust from getting too dusty. We have this is a ski rower, I believe.
This guy right here.
Yeah, it's like a Concept 2 rower, except it's vertical instead of horizontal. So you pull down the little pulleys like you're pushing the little ski stickies. I don't know what they're called. Just sticks? What are they called?
Rods?
I don't know. I've never skied in my life. I have no idea.
Oh,
Hip hinge.
nice!
Wow. Solid.
That was a good looking squat.
Yeah. Squat.
She does a little bit of a hip extension too in the beginning. Yeah, as like a prep.
I used to do that all the time. I might still do that.
I do it less dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little cue of like flexing your glutes first to make sure you stay tight the whole time and that you're starting like straight.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. This is the first time I've seen that before. And it works. She clearly hit the weight and made it look easy.
Yeah, the most effective spotting technique here. I mean, she's got the safeties. Sometimes, honestly, if there's only one person in the gym, it might even be safer to not have a spotter on a squat. Like unless you're like significantly stronger and more comfy to actually pick the weight up, you want side spotters or none at all oftentimes.
And the reason why Ben's saying that, so you can ditch the weight. If there's someone behind you, you can't really ditch them.
And so if you have the safeties in place there, you can just kind of come down to the safeties and you don't put someone else at risk. But if you lose control of the bar and you kind of squirt out from under it, dropping that bar on your spotter causes more chance of injury for you and for the other person. So if you don't have enough people to easily control the weight in case of a miss, like side spotters at least, it is oftentimes better to just have safeties in place and a plan for if things go bad. But not to put someone back there unless they are very, very confident in their ability to kind of solo the weight if things go poorly for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we got her bench here.
There's another like specialty bar here. This is one of those like neutral grip kind of football bar looking things. Very close,
easy
with a straight up just all tricep really. That's very low touch too. That's like pretty much below the sternum.
Every time I've used these types of bars, I realize I don't have the wrist stability and like the ulnar and radial deviation. So I end up playing the maracas as I bench, where my wrists are just like this.
Interesting.
They call me Cuban Pete. I do the bench with a Cuban Pete. Is it boom chicka boom boom chicka?
Hot Rods hates that bar. It hurts. Wait, why does it hurt?
Wonder if you come down and there's some radial deviation that happens with the wrist movement, it could be funky, I guess.
Or you're just slamming into that bone.
Sharp edges. Never mind. Well,
it sounds like
just got a bad bar.
Yeah.
Heavy weight plus sharp edge. I like to put razor blades on my deadlift bar so I know what being alive feels like.
Nice little deadlift here.
This is another frame
Ooh.
Frame
Nice!
trainer and the CrossFit drop every time. I'm always like, what happened? We dropped it. Solid lift.
Wow. No, this is just a good lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Wow.
Okay, we need to find something else to comment about. Is that a Honda Civic? I don't know.
I can comment on the bench.
Yes, do it, please.
I am pro always use a safety on bench. I hate human spotters on bench, and I know they had safeties. Now, granted, because of the shape of her bar, she probably took them off because she couldn't touch her chest with that particular bar and the safeties. But otherwise, figure it out. Use your safeties. Be in the back somehow, you know?
Figure it out, kid.
They got the best spotter, right? The hands on the hips. You got
and then and then the leering over the. He's kind of leaning on the rack. I've been that guy. Yeah, I'm not messing with that. You're good. I don't want to get in the way.
That's how I spot my wife all the time.
Spotters, but sometimes you just drop a bar. Like she's unlikely to drop that kind of bar.
Right.
Barbell. Something can just slip out of your wrists. It happened to my brother recently, and he's been benching for like 20 years. For the first time ever, a lightweight slipped out of his hand and smashed his chest. And thankfully, it was relatively light for him. The wind out of him, probably bruised a little bit, but he's fine. But like, it can happen to anyone. And so I always like to soapbox about bench and a rack with bars. If you really can't, use people, but like people can't always catch something. Like it can go too fast.
Yeah, safety first, guys.
It's even lucky too that it hit his chest and not his neck. Because I have a friend who was spotting his father, and he was using a false grip, right? Has thumb not around the bar, and 20 years of experience lifting, unracked the bar, and hand just slipped, came down on his trachea. He breathes through and eats through a tube now. Luckily, he didn't. He survived it, but it was it dramatically altered the rest of his life, and no one lift is ever worth that.
Yeah.
So I always tell people to be annoying and drag a bench to a rack in a gym. Like if you're in a public gym, if you can, if there's a movable bench, be that extra until somebody tells you that you can't.
And then find a new gym when they say you can't bench inside there. Like, come on.
That is my advice.
I think that was all the all the lifts.
That's cool. They had the entire gym kind of all post their numbers on the whiteboard. That's sweet.
Yeah, so we can take a look here. Look at really
that was
cool
Erin.
stuff.
She had 192, 102, 250. Solid.
And it's kind of neat that they got 3, 6, 7 people that lift in that garage gym.
And they've all got very odd. I'm guessing that some of the weird loading is coming from the alternate bar mechanisms that they're using. A lot of those bars are not 45 pounds. They have different unique loadings. So good math practice while you're in the gym. Always a fun time.
Yeah, they even have the trap bar weight, which looks like it's 74.5 pounds.
So
beautiful.
Just round that up.
It's a game of inches or milligrams.
Are they weighing their clips too?
Let's see. Are they? Is it on here? Well, they
should be.
There's a lot of stuff going on this wall.
There's a lot of information. Yeah.
Yeah.
T-Town Throwdown.
Beautiful gym setup. I like it, and I like the whole gym community that they've kind of fostered. 7 people lifting in the garage is amazing.
It's pretty neat. That reminds me of early days Average Joe's. When you guys had like a whole heckin' health club going through there.
Well, it felt like it for sure. We back in the day, guys, if you didn't know, we had on average it would be about 5 to 7 people lifting with us on stream. It was chaotic because we had one mic that we had in the center of the room, and you couldn't understand anything we were saying. You were just there for the vibes.
Let's get a Jones on! 3, 1, 2, 3, Jones!
Keep it hard, David Goggins.
So, guys, I found out that my sound alerts still work. Guys, do not sub to me right now. Sub to someone else.
I hope somebody sub bombs now. You would deserve it for saying that.
So Martini, we are coming to a close for your segment. I feel like this went by so fast. Like, Ben,
does go
everything's
fast.
running by. But Martini, it's been a pleasure as always to have you on. You know, I like talking to you. I like hanging out with you. You're a cool person. But could you tell the people where they could find you, what days you stream, and yeah, just some other information?
Martini Monsters on everything, and I normally stream every day except for Friday and Sunday. So I'll be streaming later today.
Woo! What time later today?
After this, like right now. So don't go watch me.
Don't go watch it.
You guys can also watch her and us. There's tabs. We can do tabs.
That's true. You keep having these breaks where you bring on new people, you know. So
You get a 5-minute viewer session. Well, thank you so much, Martini. We're gonna take a break, guys, and we're gonna bring on our next commentator. Ben, anything you want to say before we take our little breather?
Thanks for hanging out with us so far. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. And thank you so much, Cass, for joining us. Cass was the first Twitch friend I ever had. And so it's always fun to hang out, catch up. And good luck on your stream.
Thanks.
Enjoy your day. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.